Huh.
Okay, we're back. Live and worldwide right here at the Jonah Guitar Studios in beautiful Mount Shasta, California. Okay, so we're looking at the crack on the back. Oh, dropped the inside magnet. Darn. Anyway, I got a spot right here in this crack that it's not flush. I put a band clamp around it. That's why I have this pad right here, because I had the tightener right here. Pulled it together, with a little down pressure right here where I can feel that I'm smoothing the top out. It doesn't hold any. There's just not any. It's not exerting any pressure back here. So I put the magnet in there, and the magnet, it seems like it's going to be as good as it can get, because there's no way I can push that down, hold it perfectly, tighten the band clamp. For the upper part of the crack, there's not even a very big crack. I don't really know if I'm pulling anything together, but the plan is to moisten that and then put some tight bond on it and do the suction cup thing, or just this. That will actually work it down into the crack a little bit. I'm going to have two sets of magnets set up inside, just pulled off to the edge. The one I just dropped and another pair right here. I gotta tell you, I've been doing this for pushing 20 years, and only just middle of last year, 2018, did I finally buy some magnets. These really strong rare earth magnets. It's pretty amazing. Even got the little ones. So I ended up with two sets of the big ones and a set of the little ones, and these things are just dynamite. I highly recommend them for when you've got to get into a guitar. And I'll give you a demonstration here if I can now. First of all, I think I've fixed the lighting situation a little bit in that that's apparently there's some hair in there that I haven't gotten out yet. Hair and fuzz and kinds of great stuff. I'm going to move the guitar up to the bench. I have some backlight here. Unfortunately, it's pretty bright, and if I turn the camera, it's going to be shooting right into the camera, so I can't swing it around to show you my wonderful countenance. All right, so we've got this back brace. Back for the last back brace goes through right around here. So I'm just catching the magnet where I can. It was on top of that brace, so I'm just going to ride it down. I'm trying not to drag it, but I've just put a fresh piece of masking tape on this, so it's pretty much not going to mar anything up, but I can pull that around, and so now it's centered on the crack. And so when I put it down on that end of the crack, it smooths it out really well, but then this side's got a little bit of an edge. So I'm going to put both sets in there, and I'm just going to leave them up here out of the way until I get there. So I've got to take this set apart, which I probably can't do with the guitar under my arm. This set, and I'm going to put tape on the face of this one. Now you can buy these from Stu Mack in the set with this cute little knurled handle, or you can buy them just by themselves. And like I did, I went and just got a brass screw and put it in, through the hole, and a couple nuts on it to lock it on there. And so they also, because they're magnets, right? You got positives and negative sides, or north and souths, or however they do that. And so they'll repel each other in one direction. So it's handy to have them either with a handle on them or with masking tape, so you can, tell what the face is. Like the one on the inside has masking tape on it on the side I need to face toward the inside of the guitar, or the outside. So we're going to put the second set in there. And I can't reach my hand in far enough to get all the way down to where that crack is. So there we go. So just got it on the magnet, and then we're just going to pull this guy over there. I was going across that brace and it almost pulled off again. So I'm going to put some glue in there. I'm going to do that. I need to locate my little suction cup thing. I know I've got several of them actually, but they're all... Here we go. So a little bit of moisture. Kind of wiggle the crack a little bit. I'm going to move this over because I got some water in that direction. And we'll do glue right in there. And I don't have the right kind of bottle to try to like push it into the crack with it. That right there, a little more water. Can you see that when you wiggle it? That is effectively pumping it, but I'm going to do a tad more glue on top of that wet stuff, and do that. I'm going to do the suction cup thingy. Oh, suction cup has a little metal bracket on it, which just went right over to the magnet. Okay, so I'm sure that is enough that that's penetrated, but I will pick the guitar up and look inside there. I'm sure it is. Now I'm going to wipe off the excess. So right now it looks like all I have is just what's in the crack there. That's something I like about high glue, but in a situation where I get a fiddle fart for a bit, high glue just goes off too quick. It would already be starting to be a problem. So now let's see if I can look in there and tell what I've got going on. Flashlight. You won't be able to see, but I'll be able to satisfy. Oh, I got glue dripping right down through there. It's awesome. I like it. It's good to know when you do that. It's good to see you got glue in the right place, and that what you did made a difference. And so now this is definitely gluing up as as evenly as I can glue it up. I'm going to go ahead and put the strap back on. I already have it probably too close to the final setting. There we go. Let's scoot this around a bit. There we go. No, I'm not going to go that tight. I've forgotten to show you the binding on this thing is cracked all over the place. It's not cracked loose from the body, but it's cracked like every fractionally all the way around the thing. It's got these lines where it's just cracked. All right, that's even anyway. So that's good. That's as good as I'm going to be able to do with that. And hopefully when the glue dries, it will blend in better than it does right now. But it's not a huge deal. I can't flip it over and do the sound hole crack because of the magnets. So I'm going to let that ride. I'm going to go work on something else. And I'll be back. Okie dokie, folks. This has been sitting around long enough. An hour approximately, to like pull the magnets out and flip it over. I still have the band on it. And same thing, I'm just going to put some water down on here. This isn't really opened very large. It probably get better results with super glue, but I think I'll get good enough results with the water and the glue trick. Gonna go ahead and put some glue on top, smear that around a bit, and flex it as I go. It's not as open as the other crack, so it's not really wanting to flex much. But like we did before, we're gonna throw a little water in the mix, thin this out a bit, and maybe get it through there, and then put a little more glue. Oops, should have that fastened. A little more glue there. I need to clean that tip out. It doesn't want to come out of there very well. And then go ahead with the super sucker. Push glue through there. It's kind of weird because I always think like, well, I'm pushing glue through there, but then I'm sucking it back out. But it seems to do the job. There is a little tab on the end of this thing that you can pull up on, and it releases the suction. So let's take a quick peek inside. See if we can see. Well, I can't see anything in that mirror. I do actually have some glue penetration there. I'm going to do some more though. I'm going to go ahead and put some water on it right now, and then do all that good stuff. Pulls back up over here because there's a crack that actually goes all the way through. The other part where it's sticking down really good, it's probably evidence of that not really being all the way through. Yep, I got glue in there now, so just going to smear that and squirt a little more on here. I got a lot of little finished stress cracks right here around the sound hole that I'm just kind of trying to push a little of this solution into that I think will help. I haven't run any oil, linseed oil around that yet. I'm going to. Clean this up a bit. I'll be polishing the whole instrument up, so it's not going to be a big deal. Yeah. All right, so done with that. I don't need a clamp to do anything with that. It's not out of line. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to just go hang it back up with the band clamp on it and leave it at that for a while. Then next time you see this, I'll just be reaming the holes to fit the bridge pins and all that good stuff. I'll be back.